Welcome to another special edition of a live video for 28 Lions. I'm here with Sarah Melvin. She is, well, you were just telling me a little bit about what you do. I put it in the description, but Sarah, would you like to just tell everybody a brief, description of your day-to-day and what you do for CEOs?
Yeah, so I am a director of operations. I work really close with CEOs to help manage projects and teams and create strategies for really getting their operations running efficiently and working on, business health checks, finances, the KPIs, all of the things to really keep their business running efficiently and growing.
Awesome. And, from what the conversations we've had together, you seem like you really know what you're doing. And I wish we could afford you, because that would just be fantastic for, our operations for sure. A lot of stress are off our back, I would say.
Yeah, so. Definitely. Y'all would be awesome to work with.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there one day, I promise. So that's part of the reason why we're doing this, is to get there. One way or another, we will get there. So I'm gonna have to pull out my kung fu. So, that's great. So you were one of the attendees on the influential writing course that Zashi and I hosted on Wednesday. It was a laborious 3.5 hours, right? Of just pain and agony, and no, I'm just kidding.
Oh yes, just so painful to go through that with you all.
Yeah, hopefully not, but no. So I invited you to get on here with me to just talk a little bit about that, and we went over kind of what you do, but what do you think this course is going to help you do going forward? How you're going to write yourself? Do you think it's going to help you write your post better, and how to do it?
Definitely. It really showed how I was missing the correct tones in my previous post, and I can really start going through and looking at what I've already put out there and kind of adjusting what tones and words I've been using already. I don't think they have been giving off the correct feelings or connection for the right people. And that really kind of hinders us from finding those people that we work really well with. And if I can't find them, that I really can't bring them the help and take away that overwhelm if I can't get myself to them correctly, So really finding that tone and the correct words, and of course, how to use them the correct way, not to bring out you don't want to bring out their pains or anything like that, but you really want to show them that you do know how to get them through those and build their dreams and create all of the things that they're trying to get done. And that was really looking at the different archetypes and understanding mine more, which has really helped see which words is going to help show them who I am better, and which ones to use to talk to them and really connect with them. So it's really taking those archetypes and seeing which ones are going to work really well together and how to reach them the correct way, and branding myself more into my business so that when people see my content or see me on Facebook or something, they know exactly who they're going to be talking to.
Yeah, it kind of helps you streamline your way of writing so that you're not just all over the place. You have more of a cohesive voice. Yeah. And, it's a lot easier to talk to one person than the entire world. Mm-hmm. And so that's really what this is all about, is trying to help people identify who it is they're talking to. And then we give you the language to be able to speak to them with influence, by focusing on their desires. You're like, what does Joe Schmo want in the world? Well, it just so happens they need a CEO strategist, you know. So that's what it's really all about. Was there anything specific that like stood out to you the most? You know, was it the archetypes? Was it the 4 Ws? What was kind of hitting you in a good way?
Honestly, all of it. Really, it was. It
Sure.
was which questions to ask. The archetypes,
Yeah.
definitely seeing which the major differences, especially because y'all put in there even the differences in like I think y'all said that like their high personality parts and like the lowers are
Yeah.
at their best and at their worst. That's what it was, and that
Right.
really helps a lot.
Okay. That's
Especially
helpful.
looking at
Yeah.
those personalities and which ones are going to work well with me as well. Because of course, if I'm working with somebody, like I want to bring my best self, and if we're not meshing well, like that's not
Right.
going to work. So that's a huge help, and knowing going through all of the different words and the tones, of course, like that was a massive help. How to break it apart and really make
Yeah.
sure that we're hitting all of those questions and answering and giving the best that we can to the people. Like that's really all of it. Like it got all of the wheels turning in so many ways
Good.
that yeah, like the entire time. And
So
I don't sit still for very long normally. Like I just don't. Like I want to keep
yeah.
moving and doing
Okay.
things. And I was sitting
You
there
don't have a
just,
fidget spinner where you're just like.
oh no, I have fidgets. Like I
You
really
just.
do. But
I
no, I
use
was
my
actually,
my AirPod case. You know, I just open and close it constantly.
yeah, I have a little thing in the back of my phone I mess with, and but
Yep.
I was actually sitting there the entire time, just completely zoned into what y'all were saying, and it was awesome, and it was
Good.
such a massive help. I loved pretty much every second of it.
We gave you something to analyze, and then you
Yes,
just
you did.
absorbed yourself into it.
You did. You all really did. And then I just kept going after that, just kept
Good.
analyzing it more and more and more because that's what I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, you're like me in that way where it's like when I start talking about story and character breakdowns and you know how all these things come together, like I could talk for hours and just not get tired because it's my passion, right?
Yeah.
And you know, Zachi one time was listening to me explain character arcs, and I had a TV display up there of a picture of a character arc, and it was like an hour and a half just flew by like that, and you know, I was like pumped and ready for another hour and a half, and she was just drained, so tired of it. Bless her heart, but you know, she had to say something finally, like, "Honey, you need to stop. I'm done." I'm like, but I only got through half of the archetype.
I think I would just be sitting there like reading it and then arguing it with you. Like, no, but what if they do this?
Right, right. You know,
Analyzing it from
with
the other direction.
and then the nerd would come out and I would just be like all over it. So,
Oh, yeah.
but no, that's exactly what I wanted to do with this course is really give, you know, you analytical people especially who
Yeah.
love to break things down, something to chew on.
Yeah.
Um, and hearing that is great feedback because, you know, we were going into this wanting to have enough value here to where we could, you know, give the people that feeling like, okay, I can run with this. I can like tomorrow go out and write something and feel good about it. Um, I feel like most people got there. Um, do you feel like you can go out and write something with this, or is
Yeah.
this just the beginning for you?
No, I feel like I can really start running with it now.
Good.
I've kind of started really doing it already, and that class was just on Wednesday, and it was only 2 days ago, and it's already been a huge help. And I'm
Okay.
going to start kind of breaking down what I've already done and looking at what can be done differently and writing using y'all's framework that you went through. I'm going to be using that and implementing it a lot, and kind of already started doing that. Been a little busy these past 2 days, but once I
Sure.
can, very soon, probably this weekend, I'm going to sit down with it and really start working on how I'm writing and using that. And I mean, as y'all walked through it, it was so easy to follow along. Everything made such perfect sense that
Oh,
it
good.
really, now that I have,
Yeah.
now that I have that framework, and it makes sense and I know how to break it down even better now, I feel like my writing is going to improve massive amounts now.
Yeah, and I was good. So that's exactly where we wanted to be. Um, is there anything you feel like we should add? Like any pointers or like that would help you, learn how to write better?
I really can't think of any, honestly. I mean, really
Okay.
getting to break all of that down that's how I work though. I break it all into the little
Right.
details and analyze them and put something together with it. And what y'all gave was so much amazing information that I really am not sure what else I would add
Okay.
in there for writing.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, if you do come up with something or any ideas, just shoot us a message. We'll talk about it for sure.
I'd love to.
And then, are you going to be there tomorrow, Saturday, for the final one?
I will be, as much as my children
Okay.
will let me.
All right. All right. Well, they can come too. We love kids.
Oh, they will. I'm sure they'll be in there too.
All right. Good. We'll have a lot for them to think about too, I'm sure. But all right. Well, good, awesome. I feel like that covered the bases. I wanted to go over a little bit about what we're going to do tomorrow. We've made some changes, nothing crazy, but we've taken some of the feedback that we got from Wednesday and we've started to implement some of those changes for this Saturday already. It was a class that we split up 2 days this week. For those of you watching who didn't know, I am open to getting any of you who want to be a last minute get in the door. Time's ticking on that, but shoot me a DM if you wanted to get in. So thank you, Sarah. With that, I'm gonna just keep this short and sweet. And if you liked what you were hearing, this is for influential writing, and this is to help people speak to their audience. And we give you the language to do it with influence. We want to talk about the desires of the people that you're speaking to. This is about you getting to work with the people that you want to work with. And because that's what we all want to be doing, is we want to attract the people that we love to work with. And when we get to work with those people, the synergy just works really well. And it's because life is more about money, or more than money. You got to enjoy your life too, and you got to be able to attract the people that you can help. And that's what this is about. It's trying to find that perfect marriage where your weaknesses are my strengths. And so like we talk about the creator archetype, we talk about the caregiver archetype, and how they are the perfect marriage for each other. Like if you're a caregiver service who loves to take care of people, you're going to really love the creator archetype to work with, because they want to, creators want to create. They just want to create. And so they need caregivers to help them do that. Like, how many creators do you know, artists, types of people that are, really messy people? They just their money and their books, their financials are just a mess. So they're a perfect marriage for someone who is a bookkeeper. Like their business is bookkeeping. They're like the caregiver archetype, and they are seeking out creators who they can help. And likewise, the creator is in a position where you're the exact person that I need help from. Like, my chaos requires your abilities. And so it's the perfect marriage. And we talk about that with all of the archetypes, because everybody's different, right? And all of our services are different. And we want to be able to match make you with the right person by teaching you how to write from day one to that person. Like if you're the caregiver and you want to target creators, we're going to teach you how to talk the language of the creator, how to pull on the desires of the creator, so that in your postings or your writings, your sales pages, or whatever it is you're writing, you're tailoring your language to resonate with the creator. And as they read it, they're feeling it, they're experiencing, wow, this person seems to just understand me better than anybody else. I don't know what it is, but they're talking my language. Bingo. So with that said, thanks again, Sarah. We'll see
Absolutely.
you tomorrow.
Great. Bye.